Everybody's learning, everybody's growing, everybody's got to start somewhere. How the wise one grows.
Hello, and welcome back to How the Wise One Grows. So today's mindful moment, we are going to focus on a meditation practice to heal your relationship with money. And this mindful moment is based off of episode 29, where we talked to Rachel Bubb, who's a wonderful financial planner, about all things money. And we're going to dive deeper into our personal relationships with money and the relationships we want to have with money, based off some work from Nicole Cardoza. And Nicole Cardoza is a brilliant and wonderful human who's done so many things in the world, and particularly her work around money has been transformational for me in my life. So settle in, find a space that feels safe and supportive for you. In the show notes, there's a bookmark of the timestamp for when this meditation starts. So if you love this meditation, you can practice this again and again. I actually really recommend that you do it pretty frequently. This is going to be a constant relationship and a constant practice. So you can download this episode, just click it at the timestamp, and do it as a part of your morning routine. So settle into that comfortable position. And just let yourself be still wherever you are. So maybe you're on a walk or doing dishes or in the car. Can you just settle into a moment of stillness? And notice where your body touches the earth. Feel your spine lengthen and your shoulders soften down the back. And take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, fill your chest, fill your belly with air. Exhale, open your mouth, let it out. Inhale, chest and belly expand. And exhale, open your mouth, let it all go. One more inhale. And exhale. So continue to notice where your body is touching the earth and where your breath flows in and out of the body. And as we move through this practice together, if anything starts to feel overwhelming at any point, return to that sensation of the breath. So we're going to first start by bringing our awareness to our relationship with money in the present situation and where that comes from. So as you're taking a moment to pause right now, I want you to reflect on what stories you tell yourself about money. And what stories with money were passed down onto you from your family, from your friends, your community, your society. What relationship with money was passed down onto you? What's the rhetoric in your head around it? Inhale and exhale. And just taking a moment to really acknowledge where we are passed down our relationship with money, knowing that it's radically different for all of us. So there doesn't need to be a judgment around it, just acknowledge. What stories came to you about money in your life? And take a moment now. This is the really cool part. Reflect on what relationship with money do you want to have? What do you want your story with money to be? Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to lean into acceptance here, accepting our current relationship with money by being aware of what it is. We're often kind of blind to this. So I invite you now to imagine that money is a person in your life. It might seem kind of wild or feel kind of silly, but just imagine that money were a person in your life. What would your relationship with money be like if it were a person? How does money make you feel? And take a moment to scan your body from head to toe and notice the sensations present in the body when you think about money. And reflect on, how do you treat money? So acknowledging that it is a reciprocal relationship. How money makes you feel and how you treat money feed into one another. Inhale. And exhale. And now we get to set our intention for the relationship we desire to have with money. So reflect right now on what kind of relationship you would like to have with money. And what would you need to do to reframe your relationship with it? So how do you need to adjust to change your relationship with money? And as we continue to envision money as a person, I want you to have a conversation with money in your mind. And as you maybe start by introducing yourself to money or reintroducing yourself, and then share with money what you want from it. So taking a moment to be really clear with money here, what you want from it in your life. And also tell and promise money what you would do in exchange. So what do you want from money? And what will you do in exchange for money to have that? Inhale. And exhale. Healing and reframing our relationship with money is a constant practice. It's not a one and done. It's something we need to check in on regularly, day in, day out. So I invite you to write a letter to money about this conversation that you had, about what you want from money, what you need from money, and what you'll do in exchange. And as we close our time together, knowing that this relationship with money will be a constant practice. So I encourage you to return to this meditation, this practice of reframing our relationship with money once a week for the next 3 weeks at least. Inhale and exhale. And take a moment now to place your hands on your heart or on the body in some way that feels like a gesture of compassion to you. I like to think of it as like hugging your heart here. Work around money is really challenging. It can bring up a lot, so just offer yourself some gentleness, offer yourself some compassion for having the courage to arrive and show up for this relationship in your life. Let's take one more breath together to close, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I wish you all the best as you move through whatever comes next.
Thank you for taking time to listen to the wise one inside of you today. Please rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast to help it grow. Until the next time, let's keep taking it one breath at a time.